tinitignan mo dyan? Tinitignan ko kasi yung mga mukha ng mga tao. Minsan kasi yung magkakapatid hindi magkakamuka. Pero meron namang hindi magkamag-anak pero magkamuka. Parang kami ni Megan yang, pares kami maganda. May ganon. Okay, well kaya may ganyan dahil sa tinatawag nating DNA.
Ang deoxyribonucleic acid o mas kilala sa tawag na DNA is a self-replicating material present in nearly all living organisms as the main constituent of chromosomes. Ito ang carrier ng mga genetic information. O sa mas madaling salita, ito ang pinaka-instruction manual o code ng bawat cell sa inyong katawan.
So ang DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid, isa siyang molecule, it's a biological molecule na ginagamit to carry genetic information. So through this, life is able to propagate itself to the next generation. So ang DNA, meron siyang sequence ng mga nucleotide, okay? And then, so meron siyang dalawang strands. So on the other strand, meron siyang mga complementary na bases. So together, you have this structure na double-stranded helix. So because of this double-stranded helix structure, it helps to explain kung paano siya nag-replicate at paano rin siya nag-transcribe into RNA.
Ayon sa mga scientists, ang DNA ay binubuo ng mga chemicals nating tinatawag na adrenaline, guanine, cytosine, at thymine. Silang apat ay ang chemical bases na nakakapit naman sa sugar phosphate backbone.
Okay, so they're actually very similar, pero yung difference is yung RNA, single-stranded lang siya. And instead of having yung isang nucleotide na thymine, instead it has uracil.
Alam niyo ba mga ka-tribe kung bakit may DNA sa ating katawan?
So it's actually very important kasi kung wala tayong DNA, life would actually cease to exist kasi wala tayong paraan to propagate or to pass on to the next generation.
Ang human genome ay may approximately 3 billion base pairs of DNA that are arranged in 46 chromosomes. The information carried by the DNA is the sequence of pieces of DNA na tinatawag nating genes.
So ang mutation is pagkakaiba sa sequence ng nucleotide. So sometimes randomly lang siya nangyayari. So bigla na lang umiba yung sequence or yung nucleotide. So sometimes naman nangyayari siya because of damage. So for example, may expose siya sa radiation or may expose siya sa mutagen. Sometimes naman, some parts of the sequence nade-delete, sometimes may nadadagdag. So these can actually result in, sometimes wala siyang change, sometimes it can result in a change. So it can actually be either harmful or helpful sa person. Ayan, so yung information na yan, siya yung parang blueprint natin. So sabihin nun, this information, pag natatranscribe siya into RNA, yung RNA natatranslate siya into proteins. So yung proteins, it's actually what makes up what the cellular processes. So without the proteins, syempre we wouldn't have the cell. So all of these, DNA actually code for information for proteins. Genes are essentially DNA. So before we knew what DNA was, kasi a long time ago, hindi pa natin alam that genes were RNA. Yung alam lang ng mga tao is that genes are this way of passing on traits. Pero nung wala pang molecular biology, hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung gene. Hindi natin alam na molecule pala siya na tinatawag na DNA.
Grabe, alam ko na kung bakit mas maganda ako sa nanay ko. Ay nako. Pero mga ka-tribe, sabi nga ng scientist na si Neil deGrasse Tyson, we are all connected to each other biologically, to the Earth chemically, and to the rest of the universe atomically. We are the world. We are the children. Nako, kumakanta ka na naman. Baka mabagsakan pa tayo ng bulalakaw dyan. Tara na!